Hello, scrappers. Back again. It's Friday. So I thought today I'd go ahead and tear down one of these push mowers. I could probably, if I had the time, I'd tear into it and see if I could get it running. But right now with the wife in the hospital, that's just taking up a lot of my time. So I had to come home today, do my Ozempic. That's once a week thing. That filter looks pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and set this aside and hang on to it. Getting greasy already, so I'm going to grab me a grease rag. Yeah, I got several of these push mowers up here, so I thought I'll go ahead and do one of these to get it out of the way. Now, since I'm starting to work on outboards, I'm going to probably try to save a few of these recoils just for the starter ropes. But I can get just make sure you can see what I'm doing. Go ahead and get the spark plug out. Once I get the spark plug out and take the head off, the head is clean cast aluminum. You know, a lot of these lawnmower parts are so cheap, I don't know if it'd be worth the effort to try to put some of them on eBay, you know, like these recoil starters. You could probably sell them on eBay, but what's it going to cost you to ship it? And how much can you make, you know? So one thing I do, like I said, one thing I do want to do is try to save that pull rope. So move the tripod over here somewhere. Trying to spend more time moving this tripod around than I will be making the video. So. Trying not to do a whole lot of editing right now, being up there at the hospital. For those of you that are praying, she is somewhat doing better. I think she still has some infection. But her main issue has been here lately just breathing. Why is he in my truck toolbox? He's doing a brake job for somebody and he's got no tools of his own. He's out there in my truck toolbox getting tools. That guy, I don't know. Okay, so we got that done. I guess I'm going to save the recoil. Looks like I need about a 3/8. 7/16 probably doesn't do that yet. Okay. Now, I had to come home, check the mail, stuff like that. I got parts coming in for the outboards. And some Sawzall blades. I got the Diablo carbide blades in yesterday. Then a package of 3. And I got another package, the regular 9-inch coming in here today. And like I said, some of the parts for the outboards. I'll set this aside. I'll figure out a place for all that stuff later. I don't know if I got not big enough for that, and he's got my 1/2-inch drive. Come home, try to do videos, and can't do them because half of my tools are gone somewhere. Buy the tools for me to use so I can do my videos and scrapping, and then he wants to just take off with them and never bring them back. And then when he does bring them back, he just throws them on the workbench. I know I shouldn't be complaining. He doesn't put them back where he got them. Okay, so I'm going to try to, I got to get some smaller sockets. I'll take this off. This cable is good, so I might hang on to it. Yeah, it just gets kind of aggravating when you spend a lot of money on tools, and then when you need them, they're off somewhere else because people don't know how to bring them back. So I'm going to use them again. I'm not done with the job. He started doing a brake job on my daughter's car. He's got the one rotor off. That was 3-4 days ago. So yeah, if you're not using them, put them back. Put them back at the end of the day. Now see, that's one reason right there. That screw's twisted off, so there's no way to get totally clean cast aluminum out of that block. So that's why I just melt them down and make the ingots. Plus I get more out of the ingots than I would out of that anyway. And I got yeah, I guess I'm going to have to find the socket I need for that and get an adapter. So I'll pause the video. Okay, we're back. Gotta go get an adapter. Okay, now how do I get that off? Get my little pry bar here, pry up on it. There's that. Now if it didn't have this, I think it's got a metal sleeve right here. It's got your magnet and counterweight. So that'll be aluminum breakage. Something will melt. Be right back. I got a strap wrench. Sort of put around the muffler, break it loose. Okay, so now they say when you tip a motor, tip it basically gas tank side up, otherwise oil will run in there. Our oil plug's here, so what I want to do, I want to get this off of here so that I can drain the oil. I thought, well, for just a minute here I'll go ahead and get this coil off of there. Yeah, I've had people tell me to save the coils, but they don't really bring much on eBay. Yeah, they bring a little bit, but you just push down on this little tab there, and then that wire comes out. Really, if you're going to try to sell the part on eBay, you'd almost have to look up this engine, find out what model number it is, and then find the part number on that, so you could get the right part number, or just get a whole bunch of them together, 10, 15 of them or something, test them out, put them in in one lot, and then just let them bid on it. Hope you get a good price. Okay, this got a couple 1/4-inch nuts on that, so As I plan on doing some of that with some of these outboards I get, go ahead and part them out. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get the gas tank off of there. Maybe I might go ahead and put a 1/2 inch on and flip this up on its side. Okay, I'll bring the camera around to the other side. Hope you're not getting dizzy. Nice and sunny today. Wind's out of the north though. I think high of 60, 62. Okay, so normally the blade will be on with a 9/16 usually. Impacts make it easy, so easy to get them off. So, if you can, save up your money, get you a 9/16 for impact. Taking my clamp now, huh?
I'm gonna bring it back.
Yeah.
Do you need that 1/2 inch by any chance?
1/2 inch what?
Impact.
Not right now.
Okay.
I've got an adapter so I could get it done.
Right. Should have said something. I would have switched out with you. I'll have this back in there.
I think that's 9/16. Usually those are 1/2 inch. I don't know why I went to grab the one bigger anyway. I should tell them I want part of the money from that. Yeah, I might have to go over and get the bigger one. Pretty bad trying to get the video done, but I gotta walk all the way over there to get the impact out. This one's not powerful enough. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Gonna have to pause the camera. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I got my quick clamp and I couldn't get the can't get the caliper to go in. I guess that's 9/16. Be right back. That's right, it was. Trying to get the caliper to go in, so I can't get it to go in. I said, okay, did you take the reservoir cap off? He said, you got me confused. I said, you know where you put the brake fluid? He said, if you don't take that off, then what you're doing, you're building pressure as you clamp it in, and as it goes in, it's building more and more pressure. So take that reservoir cap off, and then the brake fluid can go right up into the reservoir, and you're not fighting against the pressure. What can I say? He's a wannabe mechanic, but you got to learn one way or the other. Okay, so his handle's held on here. 9/16. Yeah, well, that's spinning. I may have to try to get something to hold it. Probably the best if I just take these back wheels off, honestly. What are you guys looking at over there anyway? Are you looking at what I'm looking at? No, you're not. I'm way over here now. I need to pay attention where the camera is pointed. Sorry, folks. I think I'd learned by now. Okay. I'm gonna pull that wheel off and see what I got. Probably have to get a wrench. Yeah, I need a wrench under there. And it's sometimes kind of hard to even see in here with all that grass matted up in there. And that's on there. can't break it. Okay, that's 3/4. I'll get 3/4 for the 1/2-inch drive. Got 3 bars on the power, so that should be plenty. And for those of you that don't know, 3/4 is also 19 millimeter. Okay, there's that one. This video's taking longer than it needs to be, but yeah. That's probably 9/16 inside and outside. So we'll see if this 3/8 drive impact will work. Still got 2 bars of battery strength, so. I like to take the handles off, it makes it easier to load. I can load a lot of the handles flat on top of each other. Okay, before I go any further on that, I'm going to get a drain pan and start draining the oil out of that block. I'll be right back. Okay, that oil coming out of that motor is nice and black. No water mixed in with it, so it'll be good for the waste oil burner. On out of there. Guess I may have to take this over. Yeah, just put the bolt back in it. Yeah, see if I can wiggle it there, wiggle it out. I guess I'll have to spray that with some WD-40. Kind of going tight, loose, tight, loose. But it's not really going very far, very fast. Because I may have to go to the big guns. Let me go get a 9/16 for the 1/2-inch drive. Must have a big shredder or something up there north of me. Interesting deal up there, I found out. My neighbor, he's a scrapper too, and he knows the guy over there. The guy had 15 acres, so basically straight north of me was just part of his land not being used. Well, he's getting old, and he thought he'd sign the land over to his son, so his son could probably avoid having to pay a lot of property tax and stuff. You know, inheritance tax. So he signed it over to his son, and his son went and sold it out from under him to a developer. So now he has to find a place to live. Heck of a deal. It's bad enough the world's out to get you, but when your own kids do it, that's sad. which I didn't sign this property over to my daughters. I put their names on the title, but my name's still on the title too. So I'm not exactly sure how that will work, but okay, we got that done. So now I'm not sure how that thing's draining, so I'll go ahead and pause the camera, get this stuff put away and stuff, and then we'll go inside and on the workbench we'll finish tearing this down. I'll get this 1/2-inch drive back over to him because he's going to need to put her wheels back on. So back in just a little bit. Okay, back again. Yeah, this thing's kind of dragging out. I was up 3:20 now. I was hoping to be out on the way back to the hospital, but we're not there yet. So I'm changing everything over. I went out over there and talked to my daughter for a few minutes. So we get this gas tank off here. That one there was 1/2 inch. A lot of times these are like 7/16, 3/8. So, and then sometimes I have one underneath. That one didn't. Now, if you want to take the time, the top of this thing is aluminum. It's got some old bad gas in there. Bottom's tin and the carburetor's plastic. And sometimes this tube right here will be plastic, which this one's plastic. Sometimes they're aluminum. So that's got some gas in it. I'm just going to set it right there for right now. I got the cap off. It'll probably evaporate. A lot of grass. Yeah, we'll go ahead and, since 1/2 inch is in there, all these head bolts are 1/2 inch. Yeah, I've been trying to get some of these broke down, so when I get ready to start melting aluminum, making ingots again for eBay, I'll have a bunch of these cleaned up. So it's either take it off now or take it up or pick it up out of the melting pot. And once the head bolts are all out of there, get you a hammer, give it a little tap. Okay, and that is now clean aluminum. And then we got a little gasket here. Yeah, there it is. And a lot of times, gasket's got metal in it, magnet stick, so you can throw that in your shred. I'm gonna flip this monitor around so I can get an idea what you guys are seeing when I pay attention to it, right? Okay, so now this side's clean. This is about the only thing in here, this tube and this piece. That side's clean, this side's clean. This side's about as clean as it's going to get. That side's about as clean. Well, I got that piece there. Sometimes, okay, this piece is held on right here. So, and that looks like it's about 1/4 inch. I still have the 1/4 inch in my little impact here. Yeah, I wanted to get this done today, because tomorrow, today's 60, 62, tomorrow and Sunday's in the 40s. And not only in the 40s, but it's supposed to be raining. So then this gets you in there to the springs. I do have a subscriber, Joseph, I believe it was, that told me that he tears these completely down. You know, gets all the metal out of it, so he'll have clean cast aluminum. Yeah. One of these days I may have to give that a shot and see just how much work it is. We do have another spot right here, a little plug. And what that's for is for draining your oil, which I drain the oil right out of the fill tube. But yeah, it's just 3/8. Pull that out and you can drain your oil. I need to buy some pig mat so I can put the pig mat down on the workbench when I do these. That way any oil that's still left in it will... That's the hole there I drained it out of. But that way the bench top doesn't get all oily. And I know O'Reilly's had some little rolls of pig mat. There's, I don't know, 2-3 pieces maybe. I'm not sure how many. But I may have to check into buying a roll or two of that. Or get online, find out what it costs for... See how many is in a roll. Yeah, hang on for just a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, let's see, what was it? 3 years ago? I guess it's 3 years ago now, something like that, 4 years ago. I kind of thought about kind of branching out into the junk removal business. You know, I got the, you know, the trailers and all that good stuff, and so I thought, oh shoot, I could do junk removal. You know, I've got all the stuff. Just, you know, try to get somebody to help me on some of these jobs. You know, figure out what dump fees and all that are, and then I thought, you know, because good money in junk removal, and put up a website for it, and I guess I got a Yelp page and a Google ads, so I keep getting calls, everybody wanting to, you know, promote my business, you know, where you got to pay them a fee to go out there and advertise for you. So I thought, you know, I was going to do that, but then I decided not to. I decided I didn't want to haul everybody's trash off. I thought, you know, picking up the scrap metals, I can stay as busy as I want to on that. So right now I'm putting limitations on it so I don't have to drive so far, but if I took the limitations off, I'd be driving a good 50 miles out. I'd get a lot more scrap. A whole lot more scrap, but I'd spend an hour driving each way. So I decided, you know, I don't want to spend that much time driving that way. I'm retired. I don't, you know, I want to take it kind of easy. You know, still do some scrap, make some money. You know, keep videos going, teach the new people. But I thought, I don't think I want to get that busy. And then, like now with my wife in the hospital, you know, I'm trying to stay up there with her as much as possible. So. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be out every day out picking up scrap, you know. So I think I still got this tube. Yeah, this tube is threaded in. Yeah, let me swing that down there. Yeah, sometimes these are aluminum, sometimes they're metal, just shred. But so I told her that's no longer a business. I'm retired, and I just, you know, do scrap metal. And she said, "That's fine. I'll take it off the list." So maybe I'll start getting fewer calls on that. That must be aluminum. It's not sticking. So just kind of wipe it off and throw it into my little sheet aluminum bucket out here. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. It's good to have you along. And I'll go out and throw this in my barrel that I've got the motors broke down. Now if I was going to try to do a whole bunch of these at once, what I'd do, I'd just sit out there and break them down to the motor. You know, pull the motor off, get it draining, start turning the next one down, get it, you know, oil draining, and just get a pile of them, and then bring them all in here and do the other part. That way, you know, when you got one bunch of tools out there for the one and different tools in here for this part. With the winter coming on, a lot of it will be done in here out of the wind and out of the cold. Of course, it's still cold in here, but kind of out of the wind, so it helps. Okay, it's almost 3:30, so I'm going to get around and call this a video. And like I said, I want to thank everybody for watching. You know, give it a thumbs up button. If you're new here, take a look around and see if I can earn your subscription. And we'll see you guys in the next video. I need to get out there and do some plasma cutting. So you guys take care and happy scrapping.